iron in the soul. In today's video, I want to talk about 10 signs you've been chosen by the Most High himself for greatness. Number 1, when you've been chosen by the Most High for greatness, you will experience a lot of family rejection. This is guaranteed because you have been literally called or separated from the pack. This is what it means to be chosen. This is what it means to be anointed. It's like literally you have this circle of people and God says, I'm going to use you. So if that is you, whatever your calling may be, profession, sports, business, acting, entrepreneurship, leadership, ministry, whatever you're called to do, you will experience rejection from some of your family. This is not to say that all your family won't be with you. We're not saying that, because some of your family will serve as support throughout your journey. However, there will be some jealousy at times. Curses need to be broken. Animosity from those who are your immediate blood because you've been called to do something more than them. And that's just a sad reality. Number 2, if you are chosen for greatness, you will experience a lot of vivid dreams. Vivid dreams concerning people, animals, dreams where you may be flying, dreams concerning your destiny. These are often direct messages from the Most High himself. So if you're a person who has 3 to 5 separate dreams a night that you can remember, where you're talking about angelic beings, your regular life, business, warnings about people, dreams are a direct revelation from the Most High. And so you are chosen for greatness. He's consistently finding different means to talk to you. And so one of the ways he talks to us is through dreams and visions. And so if you are chosen for greatness, I want you to take your dreams serious. It's not random. Buy your journal. Get you a black pen. Each morning when you wake up, write those thoughts down. Because I guarantee you in those thoughts, some of it may just be fluff, just dreams, but I guarantee you there's some revelation and guidance for you concerning your life. Number 3, and that is you will face unusual hatred from the masses of people. Now, this is separate from family rejection. What happens when you're chosen, people often reject the help. So if you've been called by the Most High, you're sent to solve a problem. And when you're the problem solver, when you're the regulator, when you've been chosen to make things better, the old system is going to reject that. And so be prepared for rejection. Be prepared for being misunderstood. I'm often misunderstood. And I've made a decision to embrace that because I know what God told me. I know what I'm supposed to do. And you have to be strong enough to accept that this process requires a lot of misunderstanding. You won't always be liked. And so you have to be strong enough to endure that without becoming bitter. So you want to keep that kindness, that compassion, that good spirit, that good energy, while at the same time being strong enough to allow negativity to roll off of you and not affect how you live your life. So if you are chosen, you will face a lot of hatred. Number 4, the Most High will fight your enemies for you. This is kind of similar to a video I did yesterday, but kind of give you a little more depth to that. When you are chosen, you will have a supernatural hand guiding you. There is a seal on you, right? I talked about that in a previous video. You have that protection. You have angels. You have people. You have favor. So you have an edge that isn't taught in school, that isn't taught at the universities, that isn't taught by family. You literally have the Ancient of Days, which is one of the references to God. You have the Ancient of Days teaching you. And whenever you have that, you're in your own lane. You're in your own lane. They can't do nothing with you. What do y'all tell son? You can't do nothing with me. You feel me? So if you got this if you got this aspect of your life, God is on your side, and he's fighting your enemies for you, that's a sign that you're chosen and you will win in the long term. Number 5, you're going to have a lot of near-death experiences. And this is pretty easy answer for this. Demons and Satan hate you. That's simple. So they want to take you out. And so this is why you have near-death experiences, because spiritual warfare is real. It's not a game. If you're chosen to be great, if you're chosen to make a difference in the world, understand that there are real spirits, forces, entities, kingdoms, people that don't want you here. And this will give context to the hate you experience. This is why you get so much hate. This is why you get so much jealousy. This is why you experience so much wrath. They don't want you here. All right. And this is why, and I'm smiling not because it's funny, because it's a revelation for me. You're not wanted, not because you're a bad person, but because you bring God into a room and people don't want God in the room. I just gave it to you flat out. They don't want God in the room. And so if you're bringing that, you're going to be hated. And you're going to experience, at times, near-death situations. Number 6, you are a dissolver of doubts. This is true of the prophet Daniel. In other words, you have the ability to solve complex problems. When the nation, when the people, the culture has problems they can't fix, you present solutions and people believe you. People listen to you. People take you serious. So it sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. And it's like a two-edged sword. On one hand, you're hated, rejected, pushed to the side. People don't like you. You ain't nobody, right? But the flip side of the coin is this: you are needed. So when you do talk, when you are given an opportunity, when the door does open, you handle business. So this is a clear sign you're destined for greatness. You are a dissolver of doubts. You figure out what others can't figure out. So if you want to get ahead of the game right now, look at what people are struggling with right now, because there's a lot of them problems, by the way. Okay, wonder which one, and figure out a solution for it. Number 7, you have a deep prayer life. This is your source of wisdom, strength, virtue, power. This gives you that aura energy, right? This gives you that vibe people can feel. When people around you, they feel, man, you got good energy. And I've said this before, and I'm not boasting, giving this as an example. When I was working downtown Chicago, 2 to 10 p.m., in addition to that, I was working Uber as well. So I would Uber from like 9 to like 12 and then work from 2 to 10. I mean, you got a family, you got to grind. My baby daughter was just born. I had to do what I had to do. So while I was doing that, I had a shirt and tie on. I was Ubering. There was a woman got in the car one day, and she asked me, said, what do you do for work? She could tell I wasn't just an Uber driver, right? And I told her what I did. And she said to me, man, you got really good energy. I don't know what it is you're doing, but as soon as I got into this car, I felt that energy. So I want you to keep that. And though that was about 5 years ago, that message has stuck with me. People can feel your energy because your energy comes from God. Number 8, the Most High reveals the secrets to you. This is something we learn in ancient Hebrew scriptures. The secrets of the Lord are with those who fear him. This is what gives you the edge. Because you respect God, he reveals things to you about the culture. Not just a Bible study, but about the real world. Your family, the culture we live in, the city you live in. He will give you game about that. We use the word game, right? God put you on game. God is not just here just to get you to do a Bible study and to pray. That's what some of y'all are thinking. No, God wants to show you. He wants you down here operating in the real world. And some of us, we miss this. We think that God's just about living in fantasy. No, when you're close to God, he's going to tell you this is what's going on with blood. This is why that woman's acting that way. This is why that man acting that way. Hello? So we don't follow God to live in fantasy. We follow him to really be in tune with what's happening around us every day. So when you are chosen, you will have a connection with the Most High that reveals what's going on with people. Number 9, you have the ability to stand in the king's palace, which means you have the ability to be under authority. You don't have to always be the boss. You don't have to always be in charge. But if you are chosen, you know how to operate within a system and to get things done, to make it better, to improve it. This is also found concerning the prophet Daniel. Daniel stood in the king's palace. This means that even though he understood who God was and he prayed every day, he also understood how to work in the real world, right? His boss liked him because he did things a certain way. He was able to get promoted. He was the most efficient in his job. He was one of the smartest ones there. And I believe if we believe in God, we should be the smartest ones in our industries. You should be the best athlete, the best singer. I'm coming for you. The best entertainer, the best entrepreneur, the best hairdresser, the best whatever you are. You should be able to stand effectively with whatever you're doing. And number 10, try to get this done in 10 minutes. You are sought out by kings and queens. In other words, people in power are looking for you because you have something on you. You have a virtue, you have a gift, you have a knowing, you have a power, an intuition that people need so they can tell something about you. You got the answers. And it may not matter where you're at right now. You may not be in an elevated position, but because of what's in you, your gift is going to make room for you and bring you before great men. So because you are who you are, this is going to open doors for you. People will seek you and you will have the opportunity to go forward. So that's what I have for you today. I hope this word was a word of wisdom to you and a blessing. This is your big brother, King Jabez. Stay blessed. God bless.